My name is Mirianna, and I can honestly say that the most important person in my life is God. But it wasn't always that way. I was raised in a Catholic family that was very devout. We went to Mass almost every day, prayed the rosary all the time, and I talked to God a lot, but I don't think I ever realized that He could talk back to me, and that He was more than some nebulous person, some image or statue that I just had sort of plastered in my mind. That God was real um, didn't really enter my consciousness. But I think I called out to God and experienced Him because of a profound need for Him I felt in my pre-adolescent years. I went through a time that was very dark, full of a lot of questions, and I didn't know who to turn to for answers. I didn't know anyone I could trust to bring those questions to. I didn't have any friends. My parents had just moved, and I was wondering, what is the meaning of life? Where do we go when we die? Does God really exist? Is this life worth it? I remember reading the Hans Christian Andersen version of The Little Mermaid and enjoying the beautiful illustrations, and I get to the end of the story, and it does not end the way the Disney movie ends. In fact, the Little Mermaid does not get the prince, and she's dissolved into sea foam. And it was just so difficult for me in that moment. I think I went into an existential crisis for like 2 weeks, trying to figure out, is life pointless? Is life hopeless? I didn't know answers to my questions, but I knew one thing about myself. I knew that I was pretty hopeless, or that's what I thought. And in that darkness and loneliness, I just cried out to God all the more. I reached out to Him, and for the first time, I felt Him reaching back out to me. I discovered that He is a real person. Very gently, He started to break into my world. Through a couple of books I read, I saw how some women experienced God very profoundly and gave Him their lives and became nuns, and that touched me deeply. And I remember going on walks in Northern California and seeing the beauty of nature and feeling like every drop of rain was God's gift to me. And I remember going to adoration and kneeling before the monstrance, and Jesus must have been 2 feet in front of me. The monstrance was right there, and I just thought, this is God. This is the face of God I'm looking at. So it was those gentle things that slowly helped me realize He's a real person who loves me just the way I am. And I went to a Catholic high school where for the first time I heard Him speaking to me and inviting me to live a life that is a shared adventure with Him. And the most beautiful thing about that is that I know I will never be alone.